Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, this is Erika Gunaza. I'm transvestite. I'm a friend of Miri.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Miri. Okay, then we will start. NACO Critical Space is a project, an art project that burns in Mexico City in December 2018. Now we create a project named Nacovid Talks that is a 10 days international talk, art program where artists will present their work and their experience or action about how they go through COVID or lockdown, makes some reflections about it. The concept was that taking the idea that everybody is an artist, we ask artists to share their ideas, to propose a new way to have a video call to share how they feel, how they stay in-house. And for this fourth session, we have Miri Hamada. Welcome, Miri. Thank you a lot for joining us.
Yes, thank you everybody to join us. I will make a brief translation in Spanish for people who's hearing us. Also, we're making the streaming via Instagram. So we are Georgina and Alexander. Somos Georgina y Alexander, NACO Espacio Crítico de la Ciudad de México. Un proyecto que nació en diciembre de 2018 y que desde el junio del año pasado decidimos llevarnos el proyecto viajando. En este viaje es donde hemos conocido a estos artistas que forman parte ahora de Nacovid, que es un proyecto que está hablando sobre la cuarentena, sobre cómo estamos viviendo nosotros desde el aislamiento, muchas preguntas que nosotros nos planteamos y cómo se vive el arte también. Es un proyecto internacional de pláticas performáticas que durará hasta el 30 de mayo y pues bueno, el día de hoy es la cuarta sesión y tenemos a Miri Hamada desde Tokio, Japón. Así que bienvenidos todos, muchísimas gracias por aceptar la invitación, por estar aquí y por compartir con nosotros. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me to this session. I try to speak in English, but I will do my best, but I don't know.
Also, you want to speak in Spanish and we make the translations, okay?
So, okay. Yeah, it's I study Spanish before studying English, so for me English still like for me Spanish is more physical language for me more than English. English is like close for other people for me. I don't know, maybe you guys know that I was living in Mexico for 2 years from 2018 to 2017 to 2018, and I study Spanish and something art. But at first I don't have any idea of to Mexico. Just I want to go somewhere far from Japan. So I don't know why I choose Mexico, but suddenly I came up. I want to go Mexico, so I decided to go Mexico, and I also I study fine art at the university. So I think if it is more usual, people think, oh, let's study art, like for example, in France, or Germany, or USA, or something with some object to study art. But for me, more my motivation was I want to um, uh, I want to encounter new culture in the place where I don't know. So I know, but I was I was so enjoying during in Mexico. Um, I don't expect it. Um, so many people do interested in art and many movement of art, and also many museums, and also they have like a day like a day free, like a Sunday they can go to a museum for free, and many things. And I think I feel the distance within the distance between people and the art more closer than Japan. So I don't know how what I want to talk about. So so I now I'm very worrying about um, yeah, we can do many things with video call, and many university um, have like an online course, and many class with video or something. But uh, I'm a little bit worried about that people lose motivation to going far away, like a physical experience. Um, I know. I'm worrying about that. For example, like university student maybe can go study during their vacation, but maybe this year they can't go out to study. I think it's difficult. Um, yeah, I don't know. But also we have many more opportunity to I don't know some more knowledge with the internet. Um, okay, so sorry I
Yeah, that's really good. We
say
have now also with
nervous.
Zoom, yes, also with Zoom, with this platform, we have more opportunities also to share and to
Yeah.
explore this distance. Also, it's sometimes very fun because it has the possibility like pros and all that. We can speak in English, but it's not our own language for we all, right? Like we are trying to communicate to each other, and also we are in a distance, so very far away. We are now people working in Mexico, that's 13 hours in difference, and you are 1 hour in difference with us. And especially in that time that we cannot move, and it's impossible to take a flight and meet each other. It's very important to could be connected, and that's something that is incredible when you have that opportunity to go to Mexico when you have no idea about what was Mexico, and then arrive to that country that the culture is very different. Also, the art is different. I want to tell a bit that how we know you. It was in Zacatecas 2 years ago in the Performance Art Festival. We how was it with Isis. So when I saw your performance, for me was wow, a shock. Like I never saw a performance like that, and that's how I think could be that distance and disconnections that is necessary to go to these places and to share with the others physically, but also that this platform makes it give us the opportunity to share in another ways. Yeah, that's the screen, but also to giving some questions. And also, I think will be so fine if you can share us some things about your projects, about some videos, pictures about your performance, your art practice, and how are you living in the COVID now?
Mm. Oh, can I send the link in chat? Okay.
Are you right now in Tokyo, right, Miri?
Hmm?
Are you right now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
but where
Yeah.
did you born? Is not here. It's not there in the capital, right?
No. Huh? Capital in
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah. Where did you born?
I was born in Kochi, like southeast,
Mm-hmm.
southwest of Tokyo.
So that's
Oh.
you with some of your artwork.
uh, oh. I want to introduce
Yes.
the video, the first one, with a photo of turtle. This one. Mm. No, it is a video. It had the link
Okay. This?
in YouTube. Yeah.
Sorry.
So the,
When I
Okay.
this video I made in Mexico. When I decided to be an artist, I wanted to create something big, like I want to be famous, or I want to work with like a movie or something production, or big production, or like that. But the year I entered my university in Japan, we had a big earthquake in 2011. After 2011, after 1 month after the earthquake, I entered my university. So I remember that all of my professors,
yeah, professors.
very serious, very so serious. They always told us to, oh, what should I do in this difficult situation, like situation very complicated. What art can do, like that. So I saw many projects um, uh, with project with this disaster, but I don't know, my I feel that I need to keep it is very important. I keep I don't know how to say we need to keep this, like this hand with the okay. Okay. I don't know. Like it is like our life, our like ordinary life as a human being, and but without no, with having with this life, I feel I need to continue discover something with that. I mean, it it can be possible to do some projects with that object to, I don't know, to realize something with that. But my interest is more how I balance like life with like life with art. So I don't know. I I explain. So, I have some how to say. Well, so I want because so I started to performance art.
Yeah.
As a expression based in our ordinary life, like ordinary sense, with a little bit with knowledge of art, but very connect with our ordinary life. So in my performance, I think I don't do something very like extreme.
What I saw in your performance is that, yeah, is that with materials, raw materials, basic things, as you say, like in the daily life, quotidian stuff that you're taking, and also in this video that you share with us, is like films, short films by many situations that can we get any day, like those landscapes or just eating in the table. But also one thing is that when you're with another culture, everything seems like new. It's another landscape. It's not just a landscape, and it's not more the quotidian, the daily life. It's another things. And for example, the pictures that you send us in the performance of Zacatecas, I can recognize some also in the video, some shorts about Zacatecas in Mexico. And the performance that I saw with you was with some plastic bags and tubes, transparent tubes of plastic, and you had liquid in those, and you were like inhaling and exhaling. Like that, this video, that's Zacatecas. It's in the downtown. So like this one, I think could be very weird if don't you get a context. But in this case, it's very normal actually for Zacatecas to have closed those streets because every day there's something. As always, they have in the church event every day to attend the call of the, how do you say, misa, the celebration of the rites in the Catholicism, or here with the meat. There, that shot is about the Virgen de Guadalupe, the Virgin Guadalupe in Mexico in the north. That, and that's very weird. All the people is in that stairs and it's looking that picture, right? So what I think, I'm sorry, finishing the idea of the performance that I saw, nobody knows which kind of liquid what was it. Was a yellow one and a red one, and we suppose it was like kind of blood. And the other one, we don't know what was it. But it's just to have some relations, I think, with the experience of the energy of the people that is in action. Right there, I think that's Adrian in Zacatecas, the Easy Sun. The Gabriel too, and it's the energy contained in the performer, and also with the materials like that. That's a fabric, white one, very long, and some things happen. Like it's happening in all the kind of art, but in your sessions that I saw, it's in a closed space, like in a room. that's something that I saw many times in the NIPAF, for example. That would be interesting if you can tell us a bit more about how did you became to collaborate in the NIPAF, because that performance art festival is almost all inside, right, in the closed areas. And in Mexico, it's more about outside. It's about to perform in the streets. And yeah, so I think it will be interesting if you can tell us about the NIPAC a little bit, please.
About NIPAF?
Yes.
Yeah. When I was a first grade in university, there is a class of Seiji Shimoda in my university in facultad de facultad de media art.
Tokyo, sorry, or where was?
Yeah. So this moment I don't know what is performance art. No dance, no theater, like performance art. I didn't have idea, but I participated that class. Like very simple things, like maybe using the a sheet of paper.
Yes.
Do something with paper or something like that, or do something happy to any kind of tree or like that. But for me, it is although this is a experience new for me, but I don't know. I feel I can do many things with this expression. Then I went to Nepal with him to express performance and also workshop in Kathmandu. At that time, for Seiji also first country to go. It was first time for Seiji also to go to Nepal. So many artists participated his workshop, but they even if maybe they didn't have exact idea of this expression, they can they can they can came up come up
Bring?
they can do
To
they can do with their own way. So I don't know why how to say so this is the experience really impressive for me. And then I participated to his festival in Japan. Maybe this festival continue like 20 years more. I saw first I saw video of first festival or second festival or in the auditorium like hall, very big hall and many audience, and very it's like a very huge theater like that, much like that. But in 2013, when I was participating in NIPAF festival is more like smaller,
yes.
and with voluntaries,
Voluntaries.
volunteers, student,
Yeah.
not so like a technical professional of life, professional of theater. At first, no. At first, using many staff professional, but these days more focused to create community. Because performance is not for not only for people can dance well or something technique very specific. So I don't know. I don't know, but I feel that Seiji want to create a community and make experience like a convivencia
Yeah.
Yes.
between people who not only people, not only artists, like
Yeah, not only the artists,
including
people in general.
yeah. So now Nipafu is getting smaller, maybe smaller than before, but more people who has
The interest on it.
a different background.
Yeah.
So I think it is change, but not not so. It is a good change. Maybe I only I imagine that.
So in this
And
video,
also for
sorry, in this video, what we can see is that also it's like a succession of some performatic success that are in the daily life. Not all of them are performance made by artists, but just some success, right, in the street, for example, and something has happened. And maybe what happened in the NIPAF is that with less people, it's like people more interested, but it's not just a restriction, right? Sometimes they have tickets, for example, and there's just a room and arrive like 25 people maybe. And then if you can make it that one outside could assist all the people in the street. So I think that's why you say about to create a community on the people that is expecting and acting and performing and like creating a kind of how do you say like that small community in that temporary space, specific space at that moment. Right now we are sharing in the screen some more pictures about your performances in the portfolio.
I just have, well, we have 8 minutes left, so I would like to ask how you feel about the audience and the perception of performance in Mexico, and how was your experience? How you feel audience or spectators in Mexico feel about performance and your specific action?
For me, it is very interesting. There is no I don't know how, like a it is maybe it's different, but I think more similarity with the audience in Japan, like not exactly same thing happen both place, but for me more interesting like a similarity each other. There's people. There are people who imagine, who create many things more than me with my performance. But also in Japan happen same thing. But like we with the audience, audience is audience like people who came to see performance.
Yes.
But I noticed that people who 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 came to see casualidad.
Sorry. Yeah, the people that assist to the performance.
A little bit different. I think many. I think people in Mexico more frank to talk to more frank to talk with people who like with strangers or something. So I had I participated workshop of Camila Bello artist. She had a workshop named forget, something public space, performance in public space. But I think if we had the same workshop in Japan, maybe a little bit different, because many times I experienced in Japan, many people don't like that, see something strange, or some people very offensive to performance. I think recently many like a policies more checking what
I think that happens in
people do.
Even in some countries, like I think that we think that are more accepted, people still are looking like, oh, what is that? And the police will always want to control it. There will be like, what are you doing? Are you being paying for that? Do you have permission for that? Yeah, so yes, in Mexico happens all the time, and I think
yeah, also.
I have a yeah, I have another question, maybe the last, because we have just 3 more minutes, and it's about like, how do you think can we go out for the screens? Like in this times of the COVID, we are spending many hours in the cell phone, in the screens, like this, like right now in the video calls, or reading, or sharing, or in social media. Also, as maybe if you are in the university, if you are learning anything, how can we go out of the screens? How do you think in your practice as performer that you work with the energy and raw materials, how do you think can we go out of it?
How can we?
How can we avoid the camera, the screens, like to don't have the gadgets all the time with us? The COVID.
I know in Mexico, I mind that we have made art in 70s, I don't know exactly. I know Correo de México, not so, no alive
Me.
But I think this analog way also also work. I would like to try to something with the analog analog thing like Korea, yeah, or something or nothing. Just thing. I think it's better. It's also a good way to think inside of their selves. Also, I don't know. It's
Thank you so much.
saying that. I don't know.
Well, thank you so much for sharing me and for coming to Mexico and going to Mexico and share your work. So we've been publishing some of your performance and your work, and then well, thanks again for coming. Thank you, everybody, and we hope to meet you soon into the next session.
Yes, tomorrow we have another session. Thank you so much, Miri. Thanks for coming, for joining, to share. And also, we think it's a very good opportunity to find inside ourselves in these times. So thank you so much. And for the effort to speak in English, that also for us, like, practicing. Next time we can speak in Spanish. Muchas gracias, Miri. Un abrazo.
Gracias.
Thank you so much for the ones that was looking for that, and see you in the next session. Okay? Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao.